I got another email from, as they put it, longtime subscriber. Glendon, love your videos, love your videos, love your information, but I have a few words of advice for you. You should really cut out the profanity and maybe soften up the message, because people are not going to hear things that are harsh. They don't want to hear that. And the longtime subscriber was trying to be helpful. When people are sincerely trying to be helpful, I don't shank them. Very nice email. We went back and forth. I said thank you. But it brought up something that I've known to be true for a long time. One of the reasons that so many people are not successful, don't have the life that they want, is because they're looking for someone to make it easy for them. I call it sheep theory. It's called conventional thinking. Hey, this is what the conventional thinking, this is what you should do. You hear so many messages in our society about everyone should chart their own way, you should conform, you should not conform, you should be different, but don't be too different. And much to my longtime subscribers' irritation, fuck that noise. I have eschewed conventional thinking for many years because, for one thing, it didn't work for me. It kept me in a certain place that I didn't like, because there were many people who were using conventional thinking in terms of this YouTube channel. I've heard it before. Don't cuss. I also heard before, don't tell people how hard the storage auction business is. They'll find out. Don't tell them. I got that. And I also received other information that I just rejected. Because, remember, I put up a video. You can't be all things to all people. It's just not possible. I gave up a long time ago. And the level of happiness that I've experienced since that point has been crazy. Crazy over the top. But the meat of the video with sheep theory is there's a lot of bad things happening. I don't care if I came to your house, bitch slapped you upside your head, strung you up by your toes, then cussed you out. That is nothing compared to what this current economic meltdown is going to do to you, your family, your American way of living, and the lifestyles of your offspring. We're in for a totally different lifestyle. Case in point, gas here is $3.75, but you don't see it on the news because the machine, the system, raised prices, lower prices, raised prices, lower prices, to a point prices went up and really no one's really said anything, because it's just 25 cents from $4, but people like, because that's the desensitization, because you're a sheep. Because when these things happen and you're not going, hey, whoa, take that dick out my ass. I ain't like that. Hey, if you're not doing that, you're a sheep. Gas is going up. The price of food is going up. The price of fruit, all these things going up. Anything that is a need, the price is going up. Anything that is a want has become a commodity. The price is stabilized or actually gone down. That's where we are in the world, and a lot of people aren't paying attention because they're sheep. And in this current economic meltdown, if you're a sheep, you're not going to notice that one morning there are not as many sheep in the meadow as there used to be. You're not going to notice that, hey, you're in the meadow and you're shivering and your ass is all puckered up because your wool has been shaved off and someone else is using it. You're not going to notice that you're on that conveyor belt and the smell of blood fills your nostrils of your fellow sheep because you're a sheep and you're just like, oh, it ain't that bad. It's not that bad. And when you're strung up and you see the butcher coming with the knife and he cuts your throat, then you'll realize it is that bad. Because that's what's happening. Nothing I can say, nothing I can do here is going to be anywhere as bad as what's happening economically to your lifestyle right now. I want you to think about the people that you know who are well educated, who are struggling. Get that. Because I put out a video, the education myth, and I put out another video, how the recession exposed the myth of a college education. Because when you look at the numbers, it's like college educated people are more employable and their unemployment levels are lower. It's true. Pull back the curtain. When you have a huge number of college educated people who work at Starbucks, I'm not criticizing Starbucks. A job is a job, an honest wage is an honest wage. But if you have a degree that costs you 60, 80, 100 grand and you're working at Starbucks, you're behind the eight ball. They're working at Sears. They're working at J.C. Penney's. They're working in jobs that do not need a college degree. But I've been an employer, and if I'm looking at two applicants, and I've got this fresh, shiny college graduate who's eager to please, and I've got this high school graduate who kind of has like a bad attitude, I'm going with fresh and shiny every time. It just looks better. And usually history majors, people from the humanities are usually very great conversationalists. The kind of folks you need to chat customers up in the coffee shop. Why not hire them? Essentially what I'm saying is, yes, they're employed, but they're not employed in jobs that pay a decent wage. That's called the Jedi mind trick. They're employed, okay? Forget the fact that their dollar is like this long, but the dollar really needs to be that long to have a decent life. But they're employed, and they have a degree, and that's why they got employed. Just look, hey, don't look behind the curtain. Don't look, that's none of your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Get away from that curtain. The truth is not for you. And that's what's going on. Because, yeah, it's true, but when you really peel back the numbers and you really look at it with a eye of prejudice, the truth emerges. Yeah, they got jobs, but they could have had those jobs right out of high school. So that's the skewing of that statistic, because these people don't have jobs that are paying 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, no. Average income in this country is 50 grand. That includes college grads or not. I will have to actually look at that. But there's 308 million people in this country, 20 million illegal Mexicans. So that's a population of 330. So let's just cut it down the middle. 160 million people in this country make less than 50 G's a year. Bump it up to 80,000, and the number's probably close to 250 million people make less than that. Think about that. Bump it up to 100, 300 million. Bump it up to 250. We go down into the hundreds of thousands who make that income. The hundreds of thousands. It's a lot of people, but that's the reality. That's sheep theory. You just keep yourself in the middle. You keep giving you grass. You keep munching on the grass, but you never look up. And by the time you look up, it's too late. And that's it. So, all the stuff about me being really harsh, saying, you're lazy as fuck. That's why you're not successful. Some of you need to hear that, because the reality is there are many of you who are very talented. There are many of you who can contribute to society and do great things, but because you've subscribed to sheep theory, conventional thinking, and you really don't look at the world the way it is, you look at the world the way you want it to be. The world is a cold, cold bitch. It's very cold. Life is harsh. Life is not a happy ending all the time. Sometimes the ending's not so happy, and you get blue balls. That's just the reality of it. And if you are a sheep, you're part of a growing number of people who are disposable. I'm going to let that marinate for a minute. You're disposable. You don't contribute to anything in society. You don't bring society up. All you do is suck from society. If you're in that position, you're disposable. And at some point, someone's going to punch your ticket. At some point, Medicare, all these These social programs are going to take a big hit. It's going to happen. It's going to happen because it's going to have to happen because the money's not there. So if you're a sheep, understand that you have a paper ass. Maybe they'll recycle you, maybe they won't, but you're disposable. You don't want to be one of those people in society that has no purpose. If you have no purpose, you don't contribute, you are in a world of fucking trouble. One of the things that I look at on YouTube is the number of college graduates, people who went and got the paper, who have been out of school for many years, and they're all saying the same thing. There was this one guy, he put up a video. There's only a few majors you should go to school for. Anything else, don't go. Because he went to school and he's an Asian dude and he's just feeling cheated. It's like medical or engineering or computer. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. College graduates saying this. Not me, the guy that dropped out. A college graduate, a recent one. He's like, no. It's a scam. And there are more and more and more and more videos like that popping up by kids who went through the system and realized that when they looked down and saw the blood on the floors from their reaming they got, they realized it because, they learned something in college. It's like, hey, pain in the ass means I got fucked. I guess that's called concrete thinking. I don't know. But make yourself indispensable to society. Become a contributor versus someone that just sucks down from the milk of life. Because what's going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years is going to be pivotal to what's going to happen in your life for the next 20 to 40. We're in this big digital revolution. Everything's moving toward information, how you handle information, how you learn, how you train. All of that stuff is the crux of what our society is becoming. And if you do not know how to do technological things, and don't get it twisted, there's still going to be many businesses that will not be online. That's going to need someone to start them, run them, maintain them, and there's going to be a lot of money there. But with that, you're still going to need to embrace technology with gusto. Whatever you can do to utilize technology to improve your life or business, you're going to have to do it because it's just going to become a way of our life. Just the way it is, whether you like it or not. And if you're one of those people who are staunchly refusing to move forward and adapt to new technology, you're going to go to the head of the sheep line unless you're just fantastically wealthy and you bought your own private resort and you were removed from this world. I'm not talking to you. You did your duty. You're safe. But if you have bad credit, no money saved, very few skills, you see that big penis in the sky? It's coming for your ass. But that's sheep theory. That's sheep theory. So how does one stop being a sheep? Number one, look at your life and be extremely harsh on the bad decisions you made. As long as you continue to sit there and think it was someone else, it was the economy, it was the Democrats, it was the Republicans, it was this as long as it's everyone else but your dumb ass, you'll never solve that problem. There's this saying, the level of thinking that created the problem is not going to be the same level of thinking that will solve the problem. So pull your head out of your ass and get real. Become 100% real. I love Vince Lombardi because he told the truth. He didn't miss it, and many of the things that he said way back in the day are still applicable to the day. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, hey, maybe the reason that you didn't win is because you fucked up. Not because, oh, you tried your best. No, you made a mistake. You made a mistake. University of Alabama last year lost to LSU, not because LSU beat us. It's because we made critical mistakes. Not one, not two, but three. A guy who's damn near 6'11" lets a guy that's 5'9" takes the ball away from him in the end zone. I mean, just ridiculous. But Coach Saban got in that ass, and you saw the results on the second game. It wasn't even close. I don't even think they got past the 50-yard line. Same team, same personnel, different mentality. Change your mentality, change your life, change your results. Look at what I just said. Same team, same personnel, different mentality. We tightened up on the mistakes. Didn't go out and get new personnel. Didn't change the game plan. Executed the game plan better than it was done before. That's what you have to do to stop being a sheep. If you want to be a part of the hustler mindset clique, and that's why I say this, the mindset. It is not how many degrees you have. Really, it's not even how fucking smart you are. It's how hard you work and your ability to learn from your mistakes and continue to move forward in spite of hard times. One of the biggest things that businesses do that's wrong is when money gets tight, they stop advertising, which increases the problem. They stop advertising, their market share shrinks. Next thing you know, they're out of business. You have to push forward with all your mental strength in good times, bad times. Work hard when you're alone. Work hard when the results are not. And you'll see your life change. I have been preaching since May. It's the summer. Go out to garage sales. Stock up, get stuff, because the fall's coming and sales. All right, kids have been back in school down here 2 weeks. I've already seen my sales start to go up. Already 2 weeks. It happens. I've been preaching this, and the thing is, if you're a sheep, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll do it later. I want to do it. Sheep get slaughtered, baby. Sheep get slaughtered. So if you smell blood, it'll be too late for your ass. All right, but that's the deal. Just something for you to chew on, something for you to marinate, because all I got to say is don't be a sheep. All right, this is Glendon with the Hustler Mindset. Going to do a lot of different things in into 2012, going into 2013. A lot of different stuff. Stay tuned, and hopefully it will find some benefit to move your life from wherever it is to a better place in the future.